Have you ever wondered about the ancient origins of the mighty sandworms in Dune? These colossal leviathans didn't just appear out of nowhere. Though Frank Herbert was the first to breathe life into them on the page, their essence had long existed within the depths of the human psyche. In today's video, we journey to the sands of Dune and beyond, uncovering the mystical origins of these iconic creatures. We will explore how they evolved to become not only the mighty guardians of Arrakis, but also catalysts of transformation for not only the characters within the Dune universe, but also for the souls of readers and moviegoers alike. So, join us as we delve into the fascinating lore and psyche behind the legendary sandworms of Dune.
Bless the Maker and his water. Bless the coming and going of him. May his passage cleanse the world and keep the world for his people.
In 1965, Frank Herbert's science fiction novel Dune left a deep and permanent mark on the literary world, forever reshaping the landscape of the science fiction genre. With its intricate themes and masterful world building, the narrative transcended the confines of the page, inspiring adaptations in film, television, and beyond. Its success is a testament not only to its narrative depth and quality, but also to its extraordinary ability to immerse audiences in the vast and complex ecology of the desert planet Arrakis and the rich sci-fi setting of this epic saga. The story of Dune is deeply enriched by the presence of the iconic sandworms. These magnificent beings are the lifeblood of the entire galaxy, as they are the sole source of the spice melange, the vital fuel that powers human society in the Dune universe. The spice melange is a substance found only on the desert planet of Arrakis, commonly referred to as Dune. It stands as the most valuable commodity in the universe, revered for its ability to extend life, enhance mental capabilities, and enable interstellar travel. Harvested from the sands of Arrakis, the spice appears as a fine cinnamon-colored powder, produced by the giant sandworms during the initial phases of their life cycle. Additionally, spice is integral to the religious and social rituals of the Fremen, the Indigenous people of Arrakis, contributing to their unique culture and survival strategies in the harsh desert environment. Control over spice production becomes a focal point of political intrigue and conflict throughout the Dune series, highlighting its deep influence on the galaxy's socio-economic, political, and spiritual landscapes. Beneath the scorching sun of Dune, the existence of a sandworm begins as a humble larval sand trout. No larger than a human hand, these flat, leathery creatures aggressively seek out any sources of water, enveloping it in living membrane. This process creates water pockets, effectively locking the water away, a process which ensures a desert and sandworm-friendly environment. With the water encapsulated, the membrane initiates a process of alchemy, enriching the water with the planet's minerals. This transformation converts the water into a substance harmless to the sandworms, the precious spice melange. Once the transformation is complete, the pre-spice mass eventually erupts to the surface of Arrakis, creating the spice fields that humans then harvest. The spice explosion will reshape the environment, exposing new resources and conditions that the larva needs to enter metamorphosis and start its transformation to the next stage of its life cycle, the sand trout cysts, also referred to as little makers. This is the stage where they slowly but surely begin to take the shape of an actual sandworm. As they mature, they will continue to lock away water and trigger spice explosions with the aim to secure the nutrition necessary to finalize their transformation and ensure a friendly environment for their final form. When the time is right, the now mature sandworms emerge from the depths, titans of the dunes stretching hundreds of meters in length, with mouths full of crystalline teeth. They roam the desert, their massive bodies churning the sands as they seek out anyone foolish enough to enter their territory. But death comes to all. Even the titans of Dune are unable to escape death's grasp. Yet, even in death, the saga of the sandworms does not end. When a titan falls, its body decays, releasing a new generation of sand trout into the sands of Arrakis. These young creatures embark on their own journey, preserving the cycle that sustains the spice production and the harsh, beautiful desert ecology of their world.
I'm very heavily imbued with Jungian psychology, so I think that we do have a sense of the mindless animal in the depths of all of us.
In Jungian psychology, symbols are intimately tied to the spirit of man, serving as manifestations of the unconscious mind and conveying meanings that often elude direct conscious thought. Symbols function as a bridge between the unconscious and conscious realms, giving voice to the aspects of the psyche that the conscious mind may not yet grasp. This process is fundamental to psychological, spiritual, and religious practices where symbols are used to convey spiritual truths, moral lessons, or psychological insights. Frank Herbert's Dune is a masterpiece of science fiction, especially renowned for its rich collection of themes and symbolism. But for us, nothing comes close to the importance of the sandworms of Arrakis, and we will now go through what the sandworms represents from a spiritual and symbolic point of view. The sandworm's life cycle is a powerful metaphor for spiritual transformation and renewal, similar to that of the phoenix and the dragonfly. Beginning as a humble sand trout, these creatures undergo a dramatic metamorphosis to become the titanic sandworms that roam the deserts of Arrakis. This transformation mirrors the spiritual journey of growth and enlightenment, where individuals evolve through stages of self-awareness and personal development throughout their life. The death of a sandworm and the subsequent release of new sand trout not only symbolizes the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth, underscoring the idea that spiritual growth is a continuous, ever-renewing, never-ending process, but it also talks about the nature of legacy. Just as the sandworm's death facilitates the continuation of life on Arrakis through the larvae, a person's accumulated wisdom, values, and actions can inspire and influence future generations, transforming reality. Spiritually, the sandworms are custodians of magical and mystical knowledge, similar to dragons. They are the source of the spice melange, a substance that grants heightened consciousness and prescience. This spice is critical not only to the economy and politics of the Dune universe, but also to its spiritual fabric. By enabling individuals to transcend ordinary perception, The spice opens gateways to deeper understanding and enlightenment. Thus, the sandworms, as producers of this mystical substance, embody the role of guardians who holds the key to spiritual insight and higher awareness. Similar to the Jotnar of Norse mythology, the immersed and indomitable sandworms symbolize the raw, untamed power of nature. Their presence is a reminder of the elemental and primal forces that govern the universe, forces that are beyond mere human control or comprehension. In a spiritual context, this represents the idea that true power and wisdom comes from aligning with these primal forces rather than attempting to dominate or control them.
My desert. My Iraqis. My Dune.
The sandworm's existence challenges characters and readers alike to recognize the limits of human authority and capability, and to appreciate the deep wisdom and strength inherent in the natural world. For the Fremen, the indigenous people of Arrakis, the sandworms as sacred entities, central to their spirituality and way of life. The Fremen's deep reverence of the sandworms reflect a spiritual acknowledgement of the interconnectedness of all life and the divine nature of the natural world.
I serve only one master. His name is shai-hulud.
The rituals and customs surrounding the sandworms emphasize living in harmony with nature and respecting its cycles and mysteries. This reverence illustrates a spiritual ethos that values balance, respect, and connection to the environment. In this chapter, we delve into the reasons behind humans' strange attraction and fascination to the mighty sandworms. This is no coincidence. These colossal creatures emerged from the depths of our collective psyche and called out to Frank Herbert, who by the power of the pen gave the projected spirit of the sandworm a symbolic description and shape. Our inability to explain why we find them so captivating, beyond them being big or cool, stems from the fact that sandworms connect with something primordial, something unconscious within us. They resonate with the ancient, elemental parts of our spirit, calling to the hidden realms of our inner selves, and I will now explain what these realms are, using analytical psychology. From a psychological perspective, the sandworms invoke the archetype of the shadow, highlighting aspects of both the personal and collective unconscious. Within these realms in the human psyche reside archetypes, patterns of psychic energy that manifest through symbols like the sandworm. These fundamental archetypes, which emerged at the dawn of mankind, have guided human development throughout the ages. The psyche utilizes archetypical images, such as the sandworm or the dragon, to connect us with these deep-seated psychological patterns, often representing primal instincts and raw emotions. The sandworms, with their fearsome and colossal presence, symbolize the untamed and often terrifying forces beneath our conscious awareness. These forces must be confronted and integrated as part of the individuation process, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of our inner selves and the path to psychological wholeness. Through the symbol of the sandworm, we are continually reminded of these ancient patterns, which are crucial for achieving balance and understanding in our modern lives. The first pattern, the first archetype, is related to the sandworm's pivotal role as a source of life in the Dune universe, symbolizing the archetype of the Great Mother. The spice they produce is essential for not only the Fremen, who rely on it for sustenance and enhanced capabilities required to survive and thrive in the harsh desert of Arrakis, but also for the broader universe, where it facilitates space travel and extends life. This positions the sandworms firmly within the nurturing aspect of the Great Mother archetype, symbolizing the unconscious richness that fosters growth and transformation across space and time. Furthermore, the sandworms' capacity to obliterate anything in their path exemplifies the often overlooked destructive side of the Great Mother, highlighting the essential interconnectedness of nurturing and annihilation within the cycle of life. This duality underscores the Jungian concept of the archetypal balance necessary for psychological and cosmic harmony, reflecting the multifaceted nature of the Great Mother archetype. The unpredictable nature of the sandworms marks them as unconscious agents of chaos, causing destruction, change, and overall disruption of the status quo. Due to their nature, they continuously introduce elements of uncertainty not only to the planet Arrakis and its inhabitants, but to the entire universe. By producing the addictive spice, they inadvertently force human civilization to dance to their tune. Arrakis, once a wet and fertile planet, was transformed to a desert due to the mysterious arrival of the sandworms. The reign of House Carino was absolute until the sandworms, through their sheer brutality and power, forced the native people of Arrakis to adapt and transform into the Fremen, which would prove to be the most elite fighting force in the Dune universe. A force which not only saved the life of Paul Atreides, but allowed him to break the hold that House Carino had previously enjoyed on the human galaxy. These are but a few examples which illustrates the chaos the sandworms bring, forcing galaxy-wide change and transformation. This marks them as a clear representation of the trickster archetype in the human psyche. Frank Herbert's works are brimming with wisdom and insights. However, when we focus on the sandworms and the associated archetypes, namely the Great Mother, but also the trickster, I believe that the two most critical lessons we can learn from them are the following. The sandworms, as embodiments of the Great Mother archetype, underscores the importance of respecting and integrating the forces of nature into our lives. The Fremen's symbiotic relationship with the sandworms and their adaptation of the harsh conditions of Arrakis teach us the value of honoring our environment and learning from it. On a personal level, this translates to acknowledging and respecting our natural instincts and emotions as essential parts of our being, rather than suppressing them. A practice of suppression which is all too common in this modern age. By integrating these aspects, we can achieve a more balanced, harmonious, and powerful existence. As embodiments of the trickster archetype, sandworms bring change, challenge established norms, and introduce uncertainty. From a psychological perspective, embracing the trickster's influence means accepting change and the unknown as essential components of life. This acceptance fosters flexibility, adaptability, and resilience, qualities vital for personal growth and psychological development. By accepting and embracing rather than resisting it, we open ourselves to deeper transformations and new opportunities. We have now reached the end of our journey, and we hope you have enjoyed your stay. We look forward to seeing you again soon as we continue to explore the world of humanity and its symbols.